everyone, and welcome to another episode of What's Wrong with Wrestling. I'm Andrew Pisano, along with the guy with the ponytail. You might not like it, but hey, he does. Josh Reese.
Hello, how are you doing today, Andrew Pisano? And how is everyone doing in the WWWW universe? I hope you're all having a great day, a great evening, wherever you're located. Because just because it's a day here, it could be an evening somewhere else, like in Japan or, you know, astronauts listening on the moon, wherever. We don't know. We could have people listening on the International Space Station as we are talking right now.
That would be awesome, actually.
Right? Wouldn't it?
Pretty awesome.
If you're listening on the space station, please let us know.
I look at the statistics of who listens to the podcast. I was like, wait, someone's listening on the moon right now.
On the moon.
Cool. I don't think anyone's on the moon. Or, you know, just in space.
Yeah.
That would be cool, yeah.
Can you see, like, where's the weirdest place we have, like, listeners? Yeah. Where?
I mean, what would be the weirdest place,
I guess, like, Somalia? I don't know. I'm just curious about that. Like, where are, like, interesting places, like, without internet access?
Yeah.
Like, maybe Tibet. People listening on their climb up to Mount Everest.
Right. You know, you asked me how I was doing, but then you just kept talking, so I never got to answer.
I can't help it. I have the gift of gab, Andrew, and if you're not going to bring it, I've got to bring it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
When do I not? I don't bring it. Is that what you're saying?
I'm just saying you got to. I'm on a 10. Yeah. I've got to elevate you to my level, and if you're not on my level, I got to do the elevation for both of us.
I mean, every continent. Except for, like, Antarctica. Every continent, though, there's listeners, you know?
Really? Even, like, Greenland and Iceland, all those places?
Yeah.
Interesting. Four people listen to us in Denmark. Thank you.
That's not Denmark, is it?
Oh, that's not? Yeah, Denmark.
IS? What is IS?
Oh, is it? I thought it said Denmark. 4 people listen to us wherever IS is. Thank you, 4 people.
6 people in Russia.
Nice. We got Russian fans.
Or that's in the last 3 months. 6 people in Russia.
1 person a month.
All time, 91, all time.
Nice. We've got Russian fans. Yeah. Yet. I think that's the only Russian word that I know.
Yeah.
I hope that serviced you.
Yeah. You know, mostly United States. After United States, it's United Kingdom. The United States all time is 64% of the downloads.
Damn, only 64%.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Then United Kingdom at 17%, then Canada at 5%, Australia at 4%, Ireland at 1%. And after that, it's just a bunch of...
I'll tell you one thing. One of the sexiest accents, other than deaf women accents, is definitely the Irish women accents.
Oh, yeah, you like Becky Lynch's accent?
I think she's putting that a little bit thick. I've heard some very, very beautiful... Yeah, I've heard some very beautiful Irish women before.
Yeah.
And shout out to all the Irish women out there. What's up, girls?
Well, Jesus. Good God. You started with a wink? Usually you end with a wink or a kiss or whatever. But
I start, finish.
You'll finish with a kiss? Is that... Oh,
it's for you, girl.
Oh, my God. Well, anyways, do you want to know how I'm doing? Or was that just like...
Oh, no, that was rhetorical. I don't give a fuck. How are you doing, Andrew?
I'm going to tell you anyway.
Please tell me.
So Joe and I, we played basketball this morning at 8 a.m., 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Then we got... breakfast/lunch, maybe brunch, I guess. It was like Chick-fil-A. So it really was like, you know, like a Chick-fil-A biscuit, breakfast biscuit. Those are good. Then we played football from 11 to 1. Huge mistake because we were already exhausted from basketball.
And you just eaten.
And well, yeah, but we needed food, you know. But I'm just starting to like work out again, so it's
congratulations.
Not easy. Yeah, thanks. But you didn't have to congratulate me. So I'm pretty tired. We ended up jumping in the pool after that, so. But I'm tired. I am tired. But it feels good to be moving around. We did meet a wrestling fan playing basketball this morning. And it was because he had a Cesaro shirt on.
Of the WWWW universe or just a random wrestling fan?
A wrestling fan.
Okay.
He had a Cesaro shirt on. So, and we played basketball with him and we won like 4 games in a row. Maybe, no, 5 games in a row.
Wow.
And, you know, told him about the podcast. So he already started listening, actually. So that's cool.
Shout out to Cesaro fan.
Yeah.
Welcome to the WWW universe.
And you know what's funny? He also looks like Cesaro.
Really?
And he met Cesaro a couple of years ago at like one of the reveals for like the WWE 2K game or something like that. And he wore a full suit and took a picture next to Cesaro with a full suit. So it looks like two Cesaros.
Did they really do funny. One of like the classic 70s Spider-Mans?
No, not like that. It was just both of them like, you know, cross-armed, and it was pretty funny. So, yeah.
Okay. Cool. Nice.
So we got a new listener.
Welcome, Cesaro, fan, person. Yes. So what position do you play in basketball?
I mean, when I'm in shape, I like to play point guard.
Oh my God, Andrew Pisano, the point guard. I think I want to see that.
When I'm thin and in shape, I play point guard pretty well because I like to pass, just like football. I like to pass. I like to be the quarterback. So
yeah, because those two positions are exactly the same.
Well, it's the most similar. Point guard passes the ball, right? Unless you're Steph Curry and you just jack it up, but you know.
Okay.
But no, you get to shoot too if you're point guard. But you know, I guess it just depends. I'm a big guy right now, so I should be posting up, but I didn't really do that today. I just kind of like pass the ball around.
What's your game? Explain your game to me. If we're playing one-on-one, what am I going to see from you?
One-on-one?
Yeah.
If we're playing one-on-one?
Mm-hmm. What am I going to see?
What kind of game is that?
Okay. If we're playing 5-on-5, whatever.
Yeah.
Well, what kind of game am I going to see from you? Are you a guy that's going to be trying to jack up threes? Are you a low post scoring guy? Are you bringing the ball up? You're passing? What are you doing?
I like to do all of that. I don't like to just jack up a three unless I have I'll shoot if I'm open, you know? I like to play smart right now. When I'm in good shape, when I'm 100 pounds lighter, which hopefully I'll get to that again. But I like to play point guard, and I like to drive to the rim and stuff. I did that a couple times today, but I didn't shoot too much today because I haven't played basketball in a while and I didn't want to be rusty. But I was good. I was selective with my shots, so I made most of my shots that I took.
Okay,
so it was good.
We're gonna have to play again one day.
Yeah,
love playing basketball.
We should.
I don't know if you'd like playing with me though. I'm pretty dirty.
You're dirty?
Yeah.
Well, I learned basketball from my father, who played basketball in the Bronx back when the Bronx was the Bronx. So I'm used to dirty play.
Okay, good.
I'm used to playing rough.
This will be fun.
Yeah.
I love playing rough. I love diving at people's knees.
Rough.
Oh yeah.
You're such a polite guy.
On the basketball court, totally different. Also drop F. I'm like the most annoying person you have ever played basketball with.
Well, then I don't want to play basketball with you. Wait, so you're the most annoying person on and off the court?
I'm just saying, if you think I'm insufferable on the podcast, I'm like 10 times worse on a basketball court. Because I also have a loud mouth, and I talk so much shit. It's awful.
But can you shoot? Are you a good shooter? Or?
Oh, no. I only play defense. I play defense, set screens, and hit threes. That's it.
Well, if you hit threes, then you could shoot, right?
Sometimes. I just do it to stretch the floor, too. I stretch the floor, go in to get my own rebound, but I set hard screens, man. I'll do them out of nowhere. I love setting screens.
Out of nowhere?
Mm-hmm.
Out of nowhere?
That was no pun intended.
Oh, my God. What was funny was the guy had the Cesaro shirt, and he made like a really good shot in one of the games, and he did this.
Oh!
He did the Cesaro thing, and I was like, I never thought I'd see that on a basketball court. And then I was like, hey, man, we don't set the bar. We are. And I was like, no, that's great.
Don't do that. That was great. That's horrible. I didn't want to lose a fan.
No.
So I'm sure he does not like the way Cesaro is going right now.
He does not.
Exactly.
Obviously. Just kind of like how I feel about Ambrose, you know? I mean, I do like him teaming up with Seth. I did like what they did on Raw this week. That was the only good part of Raw, was when Seth apologized to Dean. The only good part of Raw or SmackDown.
Hold on.
Both shows were terrible.
Hold on. We're getting to this right now. I was going to save this for things we talk about.
Okay.
So, I'm still a baby in this wrestling experience. You don't have to
say that every time.
I'm only like a 3-year-old child. Okay. So I want to understand why you hate Roman Reigns. Not just you. Everyone in the entire earth hates Roman Reigns. But you would come in your pants to see Roman Reigns reunite in the Shield.
I would?
Everyone, explain. Why are you so excited to see the Shield reunite, but you hate Roman Reigns? Explain.
No one hated Roman Reigns when he was in the Shield.
Do you hate Roman Reigns now?
Yes.
Why are you excited for a Shield reunion?
Because he was cool in the Shield. They were badass. He was a badass. He didn't have to talk because Seth and Dean did the talking of him. Now, even if they did a Shield reunion and they got back together, they wouldn't really be the Shield. You know what I mean? They still have their own entrance music. If they did if they had to do 1 or 2 pay-per-views where they fought them, let's say Roman Reigns is not in the title picture right now.
Of course, I'm listening.
And I mean, if you heard on the podcast, Eric and I were both saying, "Wow, looks like Seth and Dean could use a third member, right? Because the Miz Raj is 3 guys, so they could use Roman. Mm-hmm. Let's say Roman, because they're not doing this because obviously Roman's fighting for the Universal title at SummerSlam, but." Let's say Roman shows up and they have a mini Shield reunion for just like a month or 2. They could fight the Miz Taraj.
Sure.
And I'm not saying, now maybe they could do it one time where they all get in their Shield stuff again. But I don't even know if I would want that. You don't have to get in the Shield stuff again.
Okay.
Mainly because Roman is still in the Shield stuff. He's still wearing the Shield uniform with his logo on it now, but So
you're not as excited for a Shield reunion?
No, I'd be excited for it.
Okay.
But again, my hatred for Roman, it's not all his fault. Like, yes, he can't cut a good promo, but he shouldn't be cutting promos.
Mm-hmm.
He should not really be talking, never smiling, which at least they do that now. He doesn't smile anymore. He really doesn't smile anymore.
Sure. He just comes in and says this is his yard and he rolls off.
Right, and it's
dumb in itself.
And it's not like he wrote, "This is my yard." That's a terrible line anyway.
Yes.
So, they're not helping him at all.
Mm-hmm.
But again, he needs to be a bad guy that just spears the fuck out of people. Be a badass asshole. So that's what you look like.
So they were a heel faction.
Yeah.
Okay.
They were face at the end. The last few months they were a face.
Okay.
Because they fought Evolution,
Okay. Well, this is something I've been curious about because I see it all the time in the Twitter sphere.
Yeah.
That, oh my God, I can't wait for the Shield to reunite. But these people who are excited for this are also haters of Roman Reigns.
Right.
And I don't understand why.
Well, do you now?
I do understand.
Okay.
Yes. So thank you.
You're welcome. Again, he's not a great actor, but if you book him right, he would be successful because he has the look, he has the muscles, you know what I mean?
Sure. Mm-hmm.
And he's not the best. People say Roman can't wrestle, and he can wrestle, but can he wrestle and make it entertaining? Because there are people who can wrestle and they're boring. Jinder Mahal can wrestle, but it's a boring match. Jinder Mahal's matches are boring. Yes, he knows how to do wrestling moves.
Sure.
That's not the argument, but it's a boring match. That's the difference.
Yes.
Some people can play basketball, but can they play it well?
No.
Exactly. That's
I can't.
the whole point. Right.
Which is why I cut the promos on court, so it kind of makes me feel like I'm much
That's why
better.
I like Roman in hardcore matches, and
yes,
he's good at that.
Yes.
But that,
and when he's not fighting the Undertaker.
Right. Oh, again, that was just a regular match, right? I mean, or they made it no DQ at the last minute or some shit.
Yeah.
But it's it still wasn't good. He can't carry a 52-year-old man.
They made it no DQ only so he could get powerbombed through a table. That was it. That was the only reason.
Pretty much.
Nothing else happened. No chairs.
You could do that. You could do that in a regular match. I guess they just needed the no countouts.
The no countouts.
Because they were there forever,
Yes.
Even though
it's just going to take Undertaker 5 minutes to get back up.
Exactly. Yeah. So I think
this
is the
match
longest.
Was fucking awful.
I think this is the longest we've ever started the show without talking about NXT.
Oh, and that's a shame because you know what? This NXT episode, aside from Fuckface McGee coming back, it was amazing. I thought this episode was great, start to finish.
Wait, who's
except for the
Fuckface
middle.
McGee?
No Way Jose.
Oh, okay. See,
Yeah.
I think Tom Phillips when you say fuckface.
Oh, well.
I think of the face fucker.
There's the face fucker, and then there's Fuckface McGee.
Fuckface McGee.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I guess it was a decent show.
There's a lot of shit going on,
There was
too.
nothing really special, I guess. Although Ember Moon and Ruby Riott had a good match. That was the first match of the night.
I thought Lorcan and the other guy, I thought that was a great match.
I have some nitpicks on that, I guess.
Oh.
On that match, and I have nitpicks on the Drew McIntyre versus Killian.
Yeah, that one was a letdown for me. But we'll get into it. Okay, go ahead, Andrew. Start off the podcast. Start off the podcast. Podcast.
Now we're starting the podcast?
Yes.
15 minutes in?
Are we playing the music now?
No, we're not. We already played the music.
Oh, shit.
Played the music a long time ago. So, first match, we have Ember Moon versus Ruby Riott. And again, it was a really good match. I thought they hit a lot of cool moves on each other.
Mm-hmm.
And, Ember Moon eventually got the win after hitting the Eclipse.
Sure.
So,
yeah.
of course she got the win. We all expected her to get the win because we all expect her to be fighting for the women's championship come take over Brooklyn, right?
Ruby Riott with a new hairstyle.
Yes. Still doesn't look too great.
No. Still looks strange. You know what? I did want to mention this because they would use it in the other matches as well.
Yeah.
But I hate when the commentators use the phrase, "Oh, it was well scouted." The only time you can say that was in the match that Ruby Riott and Ember Moon had, because it looked like it was well scouted. Like they were doing counters on top of counters and stuff like that. That's fine.
Yeah.
But in the other matches, it sounds fucking retarded.
Yeah.
But I thought that was, it was a good comment in that match because I really did like that was kind of fast paced.
One thing I always get upset about, like let's say Roman's getting ready to do the spear, and then like a heel like Kevin Owens, he starts to get up, like, oh, the spear's coming, and then he'll just roll out of the ring.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's Kevin Owens. He's so smart. He scouted Roman Reigns. Wait. So everyone else doesn't know that Roman does the spear?
Right.
Anyone else that takes a spear just doesn't know that he has the spear in his arsenal, really?
Right. And why couldn't you just say, that's pretty smart by Owens not to get hit by the spear or something?
Him. Oh, I scouted you. I realized that he does a spear
46% of the time. Yeah, no, it's very lazy commentating when you just use it all the damn
They're
time.
Just trying to make it sound cool, like, oh, he scouted him. But no, it's a cool thing when it's used right.
When it's used right, of course. But in the other matches that
like
follow,
when Owens and Jericho at WrestleMania kept reversing each other's submissions.
Yeah.
Kevin Owens was reversing the walls of Jericho a lot, and they were like, oh, it's because he knows him so well.
Yeah, that's an appropriate use.
Yeah.
So use discretion, commentators.
Right.
Please.
So next up, we go to earlier today where Cassius Ohno is doing a press conference. Very similar to the one Ember Moon did last week, where it's just a bunch of arms, a bunch of hairy arms with microphones. And you never see the arms. You always just see the microphones or like a hand or something. But he's doing a press conference in some room where he's just sitting down talking about how NXT's different now.
So dumb.
And then Hideo walks up and says, I'm sorry, what does he say?
I have no clue.
Because I have no idea.
And then the rest of it was in Japanese, so I really don't know.
I really couldn't understand him. Hideo then yells at Cassius Ohno in Japanese and then kicks a trash can. Then the commentators tell us that Hideo was upset that Cassius Ohno requested a match against him.
Oh, okay.
So they're gonna have a match next week. So that's what Hideo, I guess, said. You requested a match against me, but it was so. I just could not understand him. I'm sorry.
So we know we know for a fact
we need
the
subtitles.
WWW NXT listens to the podcast, and they do take suggestions from time to time. So my critique and my suggestion would be in this moment here, as an interviewer, you follow up with Cassius Ohno afterwards.
Sure.
Like, what the hell is all that about, Cassius Ohno?
Yeah.
It's just stupid when you have him kick the trash can and then fade to black.
Yeah.
What the fuck? You had the guy he was talking to right there still.
Right. Yeah.
I see these things as a person that interviews people.
Well, that's the thing. They always make the backstage, and obviously there was no backstage reporter on camera. It was just a bunch of arms.
Yeah.
But they always make the backstage reporter look like idiots.
Yes.
Even Charlie Caruso, who actually looks intelligent. Like Renee Young sometimes you have a match again. Or Dasha Fuentes kind of has dumb face when she's talking to the wrestlers. She's like, you have a match coming up. And then she just
respond.
Hands the microphone. That's not a question.
No. Yes. It is infuriating. I don't understand it.
Ask a question.
It annoys me.
Ask a question.
Yes.
It's just so dumb.
I don't know if
you might as well just be like, Cassius Ohno.
Go.
What? They make Charlie Caruso do it, and she could actually look like a legitimate reporter if they let her.
Yeah.
If they give her something to say.
I'm sure. And I would like to know how much creative on that part the chicks can have.
Yeah.
But for instance, this this could have been done so much better.
Like Renee Young interviewing Chad Gable on SmackDown. Remember that? Did you watch that?
I didn't watch SmackDown this week.
Oh my God.
I missed it.
And Renee Young's like, so what are you going to do next? What are you going to do now?
Gee.
And then Chad Gable was just like, well, I'm not telling you. I'm not going to ruin the surprise. That was it.
Okay.
There was nothing. We didn't learn anything about that with that interview. It was worthless.
So what's the point of that?
There was no point.
Exactly.
Well, he kind of sound heelish. Like maybe Chad Gable's going to turn heel. He seemed kind of upset that Jason Jordan didn't tell him that Kurt Angle was his dad. Again, none of that makes any sense, so we'll move on.
But did Jason Jordan know that Kurt was his dad at the time, or did Kurt
He says,
just
when
know?
I found out, I was so excited. Well, then why did you let your mom continue to blackmail Kurt? Well, whoever was blackmailing Kurt, I assume it was the mom, but
yeah,
none of that makes sense. I don't want to get into all of that again.
Okay,
we really got into it a lot.
I had when it happened, I was like,
It
what?
made no sense.
Yeah, I was way confused. I thought it was going to be Gable.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we all did. So it was a good swerve. And, Jason Jordan really looks more like Kurt Angle than Gable anyway.
The bald head, sure.
The bald head and the build, muscular build.
I can see it.
But yeah, why would anyone care that you had an illegitimate child? You didn't cheat on anyone. You had sex with a woman and she didn't tell you that she got pregnant. That could happen to any man.
Yeah.
That could happen to anyone.
Mm-hmm. I just wonder, what was...
Like, there was nothing at Kurt's fault for that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, he did nothing wrong. He wasn't told he had a child, so how is it his fault?
Yeah.
Stupid. Very stupid. I'm going to lose my medals over this. What? That'd be funny next week. He's like, well, I got a son, but I lost my medals. And he just drops them.
USADA came and they took my medals.
Some guy from the Olympics comes. He's like, I'm here to take these from
I heard you had an interracial child. That's a big no-no.
You had sex with a black woman. Give me your medals. Oh, all right.
I just wonder what was left on the cutting room floor. What ideas was too risque?
They made it seem like it was going to be the biggest announcement ever, and then it was
right.
barely.
I love the memes that always come out like when something like that happens. Like, we know this is going to pay off eventually.
No,
it never
didn't
does.
really pay off.
So
next up, I don't really even know how to explain this. We see a video from the Street Profits, which are just two guys doing Snapchat videos.
Yes.
Oh my! And again, it's Crime Time all over again. You never saw Crime Time; they were before your time. But or it's Prime Time all over again. It's just two black guys acting like thugs. Like, well, they're not really acting like thugs, I guess, but like they're just doing stupid Snapchat videos. Like, oh yeah. Oh look, I'm on top of the truck. Like, who gives a shit?
So they're gonna be doing
what are you, 5?
Snapchat videos inside the ring?
Maybe.
As well?
I don't know. It just looks so stupid.
I don't understand it.
And then they're like, oh, they're coming soon. Great. That looks terrible.
For some reason, Percy Watson's really excited to see him.
Yeah. Yes. He has to be. So next
Hold on. What is it called? I'm going to try to look him up on Snapchat.
The Street Profits?
Street Profits.
Just Street Profits, I think, yeah.
Let's see.
I mean, it's just, oh, look, we're on top of the WWE truck. How cool is that? Well, that's cool, I guess. I don't know. You look it up while we keep going. So next up, we have Oney Lorcan versus Danny Burch, and
I like this match.
They already had a match right before this one, right?
They said they did, but I couldn't remember it.
I don't remember it. And I guess Danny Burch won that one?
Yeah, I guess.
So this was a weird match, right? Would you agree with that?
I thought it was like kind of strangely paced, but it was physical, and it picked up.
I don't get when you're just slapping someone in the face. That does nothing to help you.
They can't
You're
punch
not
them.
really hurting that person. I mean, like, yeah, it stings, but you're not going to knock someone out slapping them. It's much better to just punch someone in the fucking face.
I agree.
Than to just slap you. I'm going to slap your face to make you angry.
But
stupid.
It doesn't look right if you're holding someone's face, and it looks a little bit better if you're actually slapping them.
No, it doesn't.
You don't think so?
You
can't actually punch someone in the face.
In a real fight, that would never happen.
I agree.
Because if you can hit them in the face, you might as well throw a punch, not a slap.
Agree.
So that's stupid. I hate that. I hate the stupid slaps. It's dumb.
Okay.
Danny Burch gets busted open in the match. I really didn't figure out how or why he did.
From the slaps.
From the slaps?
They were vicious.
Yeah, stupid.
Those were hard slaps.
Yeah. So this was Kick-Out City, by the way.
It was.
Or I guess not as much as the next one, but Danny powerbombs the shit out of Lorcan. The shit out of Lorcan.
From the top, was that one from the top rope?
I don't think that one was.
Okay. They did one of them from
match. There. Yeah. He powerbombs Lorcan like it was way harder than Kevin Owens' powerbomb, you know? Kevin Owens is, you know, he does it smart. It's effective, but it's safe at the same time. It looks good, but it's safe, you know? And he goes for the pin, but Oni kicks out at 2. I mean, no one should be kicking out of that powerbomb. No one.
Well, it's Danny Burch. He's no Kevin Owens.
Yeah, clearly. Oni Lorcan then puts Burch in a single leg Boston Crab, and Burch taps immediately.
Yeah.
Immediately!
He could not handle that worth anything.
What? In a world where you're kicking out our power bombs, you're crawling to the ropes, you know, the walls of Jericho, you know,
it was
single leg Boston Crab.
It was strange. It was strange. But you have to admit,
there has to be consistency in wrestling.
You have to admit it was a good match, though. Oh, you're not going to admit it was a good match.
But see, those things ruin it for me. I guess it was good, but the ending ruins it. Was the ending not bad?
I thought the Boston Crab was a little bit weak. I'll give you that.
Did you like No Country for Old Men? Did you not see it?
I think I saw it. That was with Tommy Lee Jones?
Yes.
Yes. I don't remember it very much.
Such a great movie. Then the end was such a letdown. I'd never watch the movie again. If the ending sucks, it makes everything else suck, in my opinion. That's what happens. Like, especially a movie, I guess, because like there could be movies that are so great and the endings are such shit, and it's like, fuck this movie.
What was the ending? I forgot.
There was really no ending. The big bad guy got away with everything, and he killed the good guy, and that was it.
Oh,
and then like Tommy Lee Jones just talking about some fucking dream he had, and then fade to black.
Maybe it was all a dream.
It was all a dream. No, but it was stupid. It was dumb.
Oh,
great movie up until the end.
Oh,
sometimes you have to change what happens in the book. Sometimes you have to. You know, you can't make it all the book because the book would be a 10-hour movie. You know.
Fair.
So next up, we have the return of what's his name again?
Fuckface McGee.
Fuckface McGee.
Oh,
AKA,
no! What was that? Fuck make McGee.
I did it once. Yeah, I'm 1 to 100. No Way Jose versus Cesar Bononi, who is the huge Brazilian guy who got a roll-up win on Cien Almas 2 months ago.
Yes.
So really, it's a face versus face match, and surprisingly, because I thought, Bononi's back, they're gonna push him.
I thought that as well.
Jose gets the win after hitting a pop-up knockout punch, his finisher. Yeah. And then after the match, Cien Almas and Thea Trinidad, a.k.a. who's now going as Zolita Vega.
Right.
Shows up ringside, and she tells Almas to attack Bononi, and he does. He kicks him a little bit or whatever. And then Jose rushes back to the ring, and so they retreat to through the crowd.
So interesting. This Zolita Vega is the Lana of NXT now?
I guess so. That was kind of a cool twist because when we first saw her on the, you want to come to the car? Like, she was like, this is who you are now. It seemed like she was going to be good.
Yeah.
Turns out she's like, no, you need to go back to being the badass asshole that you were, you know?
Yeah.
So that was a cool little twist.
Stop fucking women. Just focus on wrestling.
Yeah, exactly. So that was a cool little twist, you know, that she ended up being
interesting.
bad. So yeah, I guess Bononi's gonna stick around for a while and feud with Almas.
Or No Way Jose.
That's already happened, right? Hasn't that already happened? I don't know. So next up, we have the main event, which is to decide who's the number 1 contender for the NXT Championship.
Sure.
We got Drew McIntyre versus Killian Dane. And of course, we figured Drew McIntyre would win because, you're not going to have Killian Dane versus Rude. You're not going to have 2 heels like that facing off against each other.
Now, I do have a question. Before we get into this.
Yeah.
So, if Eric Young was not unavailable, because he's unavailable because his mom died.
Yeah.
Do we think that Eric Young would have been in this match instead? I think he might have.
It's a good question. I would say no, just because he's so much smaller than Drew McIntyre. It might be ridiculous.
Sure, but I mean...
He's like half his weight.
Sure. But I mean, you got little guys facing big guys all the time. It's not always big guy versus big guy.
I know, but in this case, it might just be a little too much. You know? That's why people want to see Balor versus Lesnar really bad, and I don't. Because Lesnar beats everyone, right? That's what he does. He beats everyone. So if he beats Samoa Joe, and okay, he barely beat him, right? Like he almost lost, but he won. He hit the suplexes and he won, right? Mm-hmm. How can it be realistic that Finn Balor's hurting Lesnar? How can Finn Balor hurt Lesnar? He can't.
Right.
He can't.
Right.
Because Daniel Bryan could fight Lesnar because Daniel Bryan's small, but he has muscles. He's kind of a muscular short guy. Finn Balor is so skinny, you know? He's got a six-pack, don't get me wrong. I mean, I'd kill for his body, but he has tiny muscles.
Yeah, he eats no carbs.
Skinny guy.
Yeah.
So it's too much
for
him to fight Lesnar. And that's how I feel about Eric Young. Eric Young really doesn't have a six-pack. He is really skinny. Drew McIntyre's buff as fuck.
Yeah. I'd kill for his body.
Of course you would. Yeah. We all would. For Eric Young's? No, for Drew McIntyre's, right?
I'd kill for his voice.
His voice? I don't know about that.
It could sound like Pharrell.
Yeah, it's Pharrell. For fucking Pharrell. So anyways, let's get to it. We got McIntyre versus Killian Dane. Sure. And this was Kick-Out City. Holy shit.
Especially towards the end.
Yeah. So McIntyre hits Killian Dane with a huge powerbomb off the second rope. But
that one was
Dane kicks out.
Mm-hmm.
Dane then hits a Vader bomb on Drew McIntyre, but Drew kicks out. Then he hits a power bomb, but Drew kicks out. Then he hits a fisherman suplex off the top rope. This is all in a row, by the way, but Drew kicks out.
Yep.
What?
You're not even getting to the best parts.
Drew then hits a double arm DDT, which is basically Dirty Deeds. It's Dirty Deeds, but they just don't call it Dirty Deeds because it's not Ambrose. But Dane kicks out at 1.
Yes.
Then Drew hits his finishing move, the running kick. What do they call it? They said the name. I forgot.
Yakuza kick or whatever.
I don't know if it's that. I forgot.
I think it is. But go ahead.
He hits that, and Killian Dane kicks out at 1 again.
He
kicks out at 1. So then he just hits it again, and he pins Dane for the win.
No, but then you got
so the second time.
No, so Killian Dane pops up. Yeah. He's going, go on!
Yeah.
You could do better than that.
Yep. Remember Asuka did that to Nia Jax? Do you remember that? Asuka did that to Nia Jax.
Didn't she?
Nia Jax was on her knees, and Nia Jax just goes, ah! And then Asuka just kicks her in the head. It's like,
that's right.
Why didn't you move? It's like, why did you want to get kicked in the face?
Well, Andrew.
That's why like Killian Dane, he's like, just do it.
It wasn't well scouted. That's why.
That's it. Now let me give you an example of when this works well. Would you like an example of when you can make it well? Because in this case, in those two cases, it's terrible.
Yes.
Ric Flair's last match. Did you ever watch it, or at least watch the end?
The one with Shawn Michaels?
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you watch the end at least?
Thank you, I love you or whatever.
Yeah, like Ric Flair. He's
just
kicking out,
me.
But he's like barely getting up at this point. He's like, oh, he could barely stand. And he's just like, come on, I can still fight. Just come on, just do it. Like that's like, yeah, like I want to keep my pride. Like I could barely stand out.
Yeah.
Not Killian Dane, like, do it. I want to get kicked in the face and lose this match.
Right.
Fucking stupid. And then Shawn Michaels did the same thing to Taker. When it was Shawn Michaels' last match. He's like, oh, and he slaps Taker like, fuck you. I'm gonna be, awesome to the end.
Sure.
And be tough to the end. Like that's how you do it.
Okay.
Not come on, kick me in the face.
Makes sense.
I want to lose this match.
Yes, I'm remembering.
I'm a dumbass.
I'm remembering the Nia Jax one now. That's so stupid.
So dumb. What are you doing? I just,
yes,
and
dumb.
just so you know,
dumb.
Because like you said, you are a baby. They never used to do this stuff.
These are new writers, huh?
I mean, for the last 10 years, I guess they've done this.
Yeah.
But before, if a finisher was hit, it's over. The end of the match. Unless some shenanigans happens, people don't kick out of finishers. You know when they kicked out of finishers? WrestleMania. That was when it was special.
Yeah.
You only kicked out of finishers at WrestleMania. And you know what? It wasn't even the undercards couldn't kick out of finishers. It was for the main title. Like Stone Cold and The Rock would kick out of each other's finishers, do each other's finishers, you know? Now it's just all the time. It's not a finisher if it doesn't finish the match.
Like, look, I can understand kicking out of a finisher. Sure, whatever. Okay, you can sell me on that point.
Yeah.
But I can't understand kicking out at 1. I can't understand that.
No.
I mean, you hit a DDT and you hit the head, and your head hits the mat, and then you automatically pop right back up. Yeah. Woo! Ready to go, motherfucker.
To be fair, Hulk Hogan would do this sometimes. He would take the finisher and he would actually get right up.
Sure, but Killian Dane is no Hulk Hogan.
No, but even that
maybe
was ridiculous.
Harry level.
Like there was something me and Joe watched on Instagram where Macho Man elbow dropped. He did it. That was his finisher. Macho Man elbow dropped Hogan, and Hogan got up and then won the match. That's why people hate Hogan. See?
Right. So yes,
yeah.
Dumb ending. For sure.
Finishers used to be finishers. They aren't anymore. Now, some wrestlers basically will say, like Randy Orton, if he's not going to win the match, like if he's hitting the RKO and pinning you, you're not kicking out of it. That's because that's what Orton wants. And I actually like that about Orton, that he does that. Same with Ambrose. Like, you don't kick out of the dirty deeds unless someone cheats. Because if you hit Dirty Deeds or the RKO, especially the RKO, and you go for the cover, you're not kicking out of that. Either someone's distracting the ref or something, but you're not kicking out of an RKO.
It does seem like that.
People will kick out of Cena's AA all day long. That AA, all day long, they'll kick out of the AA. He doesn't care, you know?
Yeah.
But if I was a wrestler, I'd be like Ambrose and Orton. Okay, fine. If I'm not winning the match, I'd rather not hit my finisher.
It makes sense,
unless there's going to be shenanigans about why I don't pin you, but that's how I would.
It's very protected, especially Randy Orton's.
You have to protect your finisher.
Yeah, no, but that is like one of the only ones that is protected.
Kevin Owens, the Papa Powerbomb too. People don't kick out of that. Maybe once in a while, but people usually don't.
Yeah,
you know.
Okay.
So, yeah, but the AA, holy shit, I mean, you kick out of it all day now. Especially when he did the U.S. Open Challenge. Every match, every week, the U.S. Open Challenge, someone's kicking out of the AA. And those are all good matches. Like, I'm glad Cena did that. It was nice having a title get defended every week, even though we knew he was going to win. But, you know, you don't have to kick out of every AA. Even, like, Zack Ryder kicked out of an AA. I think it's the Long Island.
It makes the person coming into the match feel special.
I guess.
I got to kick out of John Cena's finisher.
Out of an AA when he did the Open Challenge.
Here's a question for you. I know we don't know much like the backstage politics or anything, especially in NXT, but you know, could this be like maybe Killian Dane saying like, look, I don't want to fucking put you over, and if I have to, I'm gonna fucking make it look as weak as possible.
It's not Killian Dane. If WWE, because he can't say that. If WB tells him, no, you're taking the finisher, you're going down, that's it. WB does this to protect their monsters. They protect their monsters. They do. That's why they did this. Well, he did get pinned, but he kicked out at 1 twice. It took 2 finishers to do it. You know, he kicked out all this crazy shit.
Okay.
That's how they protect him in their eyes. In my eyes, it doesn't matter. Like, whatever. Okay, you kicked out of it, but you still lost.
Sure.
That's what they think is protecting people. That's just in their eyes.
Okay.
I don't really necessarily agree with that.
All right.
Just like Braun Strowman, he rarely gets pinned. You know?
Yeah. Unless it's Kalisto.
Survivor Series didn't even get pinned. He got eliminated because Ellsworth held his fucking leg. Yeah, Ellsworth is strong enough to hold Strowman's legs.
Kalisto pinned him.
He didn't pin him, no. He didn't pin him.
It counts as a pin,
No,
right?
He won the fucking dumpster match without closing the dumpster. They brought the dumpster out. I'm like, wait a minute. You couldn't close the dumpster on Strowman. Even if he sat down in the dumpster, it would just boom, hit his head. Boom. Can't close it. You win.
Right.
You can't lose. It used to be you have to close a dumpster. We're going back a ways now, but
it's okay.
Stupid things about wrestling. So yeah.
What's stupid with wrestling?
So Drew
Secondary
McIntyre
podcast
is the number one contender.
And I don't mind it. Sure, whatever.
No, sure.
Yeah.
Does he win? Does he win the title at Brooklyn? I'm really nervous because I think there's a good chance. I don't know what I would pick today if I had to pick. I really don't know. And I guess I have to see.
Right now, I'm saying he doesn't.
And this
but
is
I'm
good.
leaning to he still does win. I'm saying no, but I'm leaning closer to 50-50.
I am 50-50 at this point. Now I love Rude. I'm gonna root for Rude, even though he's the heel.
Sure,
but I
sure.
do love Rude as the champion. I think he should be the longest reigning NXT champion. I don't know how long that is, but I think by Royal Rumble comes around, I think that would be longest running because that'd be a year. I don't know if anyone's had it for a year. Maybe Rollins because he was the first one, but I don't know how long Rollins had it. But
Sure.
yeah. So
I am really interested in the build up for this. But how are they going to make him lose?
What I like is this is a match where, because usually NXT usually is next big man up, and McIntyre is a big star. He's going to be a big star, right? So logic says it's Drew McIntyre. But at the same time, They love Bobby Roode,
right?
So this is like the first title match in a while where you really don't know who's going to win.
Right.
Because I was a little nervous for Rude Nakamura, but I was like, no, Rude's going to win. He's going to win. And he did. And then he won the second time. I guess the one that was surprising was Balor Joe. Because Balor won it from Joe, right? And then Joe won it right back. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That was Nakamura. Nakamura won it from Joe.
Right.
And Joe won it back at the next takeover.
And then Nakamura won it again.
Nakamura won it back in Japan, like the house show. But so that was at least surprising. So that was the last big surprise on who won the NXT title.
Sure. I'm
very intrigued by this match.
I am as well.
Because it's always the best when you don't know who's gonna win.
I agree.
So I'm not gonna like shit on NXT if Bobby Roode loses. That's what I mean. Like this is the whole point.
You will be disappointed and cry though.
I mean, because I'm rooting for Bobby Roode.
Of course.
Yeah, but I'm not going to blame them necessarily. Now, I just hope that my only thing is just, if he's going to lose, I guess he should go to the main roster immediately and get pushed very hard.
I wouldn't mind that.
He's 40 years old.
Yes.
And now in TNA, they didn't wrestle that often in TNA.
So he's like a 33-year-old.
So maybe he's 33. Yeah, it's like a running back that is older, but he didn't have a lot of carries in the early in his career, That's, I guess, but still, he's still 40 is still 40, right?
Yeah.
So, what does he have? 5 years? Triple
5
H,
glorious years.
Triple H wrestles once in a while because he's close to 50 now. He might be 50 now. I think he is 50, but I hope Bobby Roode hangs around and does big things on the main roster.
Would be great. I would love to see that gimmick for a couple years.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
Sure. Yeah. So, all right, who did you have for worst dress? Killian Dane? All right, sweep it.
I was kind of disappointed that they tried so hard to start the shave your back chant, but they couldn't get it going. They tried very hard.
Claudia watched this match with me.
Did she say that too?
She was like,
"Is that a caveman?"
Oh, she was like, "Oh, that guy, what the hell?" She's like, "What's on his back?" I was like, "That's hair." That's hair. I was like, "Yeah." And then I asked her, I was like, "Who's gonna win?" She said, "The fat one." I was like, "No, he's not. We'll see." And man, he's got big tits. So yeah, we both have Killian Dane.
Both have Killian Dane.
Best
Although secondary, close second.
Oney Lorcan.
No, of course it's No Way Jose.
But at least Oney Lorcan's so skinny and hairy. It's gross.
It's always you kill Roman Reigns. I always vote No Way Jose worst dressed. That's just the way it is. Rules are rules, Andrew.
Worst everything for No Way Jose.
What
about best dressed?
Best dressed is hard. Thea Trinidad.
Yeah, Zolita Vega.
Zolita Vega.
Because that's her name in the show. Yeah, well, she was the only woman on the show.
She was.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's wrong.
That's sexist.
Ruby Riott is a woman. And so is Ember Moon.
Yeah, the only attractive one.
But they're really not attractive.
Yeah,
I mean, Ruby Riott at least could be. I'm sorry. Ember Moon could at least kind of be
Don't
pretty.
finish your thought,
Ruby
Andrew.
Riott's
Please.
Just, just fucking everything. She's not helping herself.
Andrew, don't you
We
lie.
don't know.
You know you love Ruby Riott.
If Ruby Riott would maybe dress somewhat normal, she'd probably, she might be attractive. I don't know.
I think Andrew has a Ruby Riott crush.
Yeah, you know it.
Listen to that theme song in the shower.
No, if I had to choose one, it'd be Ember Moon. I mean, Ruby Riott's just too out there.
Sure.
For me, right?
Sure, Andrew. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Worst moment?
You guys want matching tattoos. Worst moment was probably the last match. The Killian Dane one kick out. What do you call that? Kicking out at one.
Yeah, kick out
Those
at
are
one.
stupid.
I'll just go with the Street Profits video because I don't know.
I don't
You're
mind
trying to
them.
get the Snapchat crowd.
I
Like,
couldn't
what?
find him. I couldn't find him on Snapchat.
Good. Best moment?
Best moment.
I liked Ember Moon versus Ruby. I thought they had the best match
Yeah, that
Really
was
did.
fun.
because they didn't do anything that pissed me off like all the other matches did. All the other matches pissed me off.
You may be jaded because you're a lifelong wrestling aficionado.
Look,
I'm just a 3-year-old in this experience.
You know what? Did you watch the Cornette episode where you had Dave Meltzer on?
No. You
The
mean
fuck? You just told me you listened to Cornette. It was like the latest one. Like
I know. I've been listening to a lot of different podcasts lately.
Okay, so you had
Lots
Dave,
of basketball
Dave
stuff
Meltzer,
going on.
obviously.
Yes.
You had Dave Meltzer on,
Mhm,
and obviously I don't agree with a lot of stuff Dave Meltzer because Dave Meltzer loves New Japan and hates WWE.
Of course.
Whereas obviously I have a lot of issues with WWE, and I saw some clips from the match that he calls the best match ever, where they're just doing spot move after spot move after spot move. They're tombstoning each other in the middle of the fucking match. A tombstone's a tombstone. Give me a break, right?
The one where then down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Undertaker.
Yeah, okay. Mhm.
So
I thought that was
obviously
a pile driver. What's the
it's a
difference?
tombstone pile driver.
Oh, okay. So there's no difference
But
between a pile driver?
The pile driver is different.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they had a big discussion, and it was actually really good. But like what Dave Meltzer said was that everyone just has different preferences about what they want in a match. And the good thing about NXT is you get everything. You get the kick,
Fair.
you get the spot matches that
True.
people love. You get the pure, you get the
The European Championship.
Yeah, you get-
UK Championship.
yeah. You get the bending the fingers. But you also get the matches that the purists like me like how at least what I grew up and knew what wrestling was.
Rude Nakamura.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, Nakamura is not so much, but I guess Rude.
Well, I mean the match between them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, everyone has a preference.
Sure.
They were going a big argument about how Cornette hates the make believe stuff that they do, where like one guy. There was a match on an indie show where one guy pretended to have a grenade. He had nothing in his hand, just pretended. And he threw it, and then like 4 guys jumped up like they got blown up. Now that's something...
That would be stupid.
That's stuff that like we would do on Doomsday Wrestling, like the comedy wrestling show, where it's a comedy show.
Sure.
But this is for a select group of people that go to it for that. And, also you've seen the Joey Ryan thing with the dick, where the wrestler grabs his crotch and then it flips them. That's stupid. I don't like that either.
Yeah.
I'm on Cornette's side. And Dave Meltzer's like, but the crowd loved it, so how can you know what I mean?
Sure.
So.
But dumb.
Very dumb.
Certainly something you would never
Joey
see
Ryan,
the WWE
by the way,
do.
was on Glow.
Was he?
Yeah, he was remember when the girls went to the indie show?
Yeah.
He was in that match.
Oh, he was against
he was
Alex?
against Alex Riley.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Uh-huh.
He was a mustache guy, right?
Yeah, the bad guy.
The heel?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't grab his dick.
No, I don't have I talked to you since I watched Glow?
I don't think you have.
Eric and I spoke about it briefly, but yeah, I watched all of Glow.
It was pretty good,
me
wasn't
and
it?
Claudia watched it. Even Claudia doesn't like wrestling, but she
Really?
liked the show.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, it was cool.
She didn't mind the tits?
No.
Okay.
She started watching Orange is the New Black. She's on like season 3.
Oh, yeah, that's a
and
good
apparently
show.
it's all. Oh, you watch it?
Mhm.
Apparently it's all women scissoring and fingering and eating each other out.
It's not all that.
So I just make fun of her and say she's a lesbian. So. Are those scenes? Because she wouldn't know because she's a woman. But like, Are those scenes sexy? Or are they just like funny?
Oh, in Orange is the New Black?
Yeah. Are the girl on girl scenes hot? I know sometimes it's ugly ones, right?
Some, like very select, but most of them it's butch lesbians. Yeah.
But doesn't the main character do some scenes?
She turns lesbian later on. Are
her scenes good?
Sometimes. I don't think they try to make it look very sexy.
Should I watch the show? Is it worth it? Are those scenes worth the show?
No, I watch it for the drama.
I watched, because sometimes I'll come home.
Drama and comedy.
Sometimes I'll come home and she'll be watching it, and I'll watch it for like 10, 15 minutes, and I just cannot. It's so bad.
Andrew, I don't watch shows just for the tits.
But I mean, look, I haven't seen much of it, so if anyone's an Orange is the New Black fan, I can't really have a real opinion. But from what I saw, it was like
I enjoyed it. It's good drama. It's good comedy. It's not. It's fun.
There was one episode where like they decided to start selling their smelly underwear,
used panties. Yeah.
What the fuck? Which I heard that is a real thing.
Nah. Eesh. People in Japan love them. I hear.
Yeah, what is that about?
Yeah. They have some weird vending machines over there.
What are we done yet? Did we do worst moment?
Did we do worst moment? Oh yes, it was the kickouts.
Okay. Did we do best moment? Oh, I said the Ruby Riott Ember Moon match, I think.
Oh, best moment?
Yeah.
Oh, best moment for me was I didn't do my best moment. Best moment for me was Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch saying that we'll be at number 3. I like that. Best. I like that. One more time.
I did forget to mention that, didn't I?
After
the match, they shake hands and he challenges him to one more match.
Yeah, hopefully it'll be at Takeover, which means it'll be a fucking amazing match.
You think it'll be at Takeover?
Maybe.
No one really knows who Danny Burch even is.
So they got to fill time somehow.
I don't know, maybe, because I feel like they're gonna do the UK title as well there, you know.
Maybe, but how many? How many matches?
Only 3 hours.
How many matches are there so far? I mean, you're gonna have the champion. Every championship.
4 matches.
Okay.
Then it's. I mean, I guess we're not getting Ciampa because he's apparently really injured, right?
Sure. And then who's going to be?
Gargano said he's gonna be there. That's what he said. He's gonna do something.
He's gonna be doing something.
I don't know if Cesar Bononi and Almas. That's not a takeover match.
No, Roddy Strong's probably gonna have to be doing something.
I mean, usually there's only like 5, right?
Yeah.
Although most takeovers are 2 hours, right? Yeah.
2.5.
No,
2.5. I thought.
Well, but they're scheduled for 2. Sometimes they go a little.
Oh, okay.
Right? Maybe Brooklyn will be 3, but no, Takeover Orlando was 2 as well.
We'll have to do some more research.
So it's got to be like 5. I mean, it's always 5. It's always like 5 or less. Like usually 5. So
maybe it won't.
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking forward to the number 3.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right. So what do you want to talk about?
You have
things we talk about.
I was wondering if you're going to do the.
Don't talk to him like that.
The accent. Do you have anything that you want to bring to the table?
No, go ahead.
Before I get to my stuff.
No.
Okay. So this one, I think you might like. Where is it? Sorry, I can't. Since I don't have internet access here, I have to do it through my phone. And I learned that today was one of your favorite wrestlers' birthdays.
Who cares about birthdays? Who?
Shawn Michaels.
Ooh.
Today is Shawn Michaels' birthday.
That's not news.
It's not. It's things we talk about, motherfucker. It's not news.
What do we talk about?
Talking about it. I'm going to get to it.
To Shawn.
I'm getting to it now. What are some of your favorite moments from Shawn's career? Explain on things we talk about.
His best moments are in his matches. So
okay,
you know.
Well, give me like 2 or 3 of his favorite matches. I know you mentioned the Ric Flair one.
Go watch the list.
Well, name a couple.
I'm gonna give it away.
Name a couple on the list so you can hook people so they can watch the rest.
Obviously, Taker, Shawn. All three are on that list. Taker, Shawn, the 2 at WrestleMania, and then the Hell in a Cell at Bad Blood, the first ever Hell in a Cell match.
They fought 3 times?
Yeah, but that was a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
That was the first Hell in a Cell match in like 97.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I guess moments when he came back, right?
Sure.
When he came back for the first time, Kevin Nash
after he lost his smile or whatever?
No, that was later. That was way after.
I'm a baby in this.
When he returned for his last run, like when he returned and Kevin Nash introduced him and he was the new member of the NWO.
Okay.
You know? Then when he won the world title soon after coming back, he beat Triple H at the Elimination Chamber. I love that. And then when he reunited with Triple H to reform DX, that moment was great. The second run with DX wasn't so great. I mean, it was still good, but wasn't as good as classic DX. But that moment of them coming back together was amazing.
Okay.
And then before that, him winning the title for the first time. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Happy
birthday, Sean.
Happy birthday, Sean. So Kurt Angle did a Facebook question and answer session
about his son.
Yeah, did you hear about that? No. Okay. Well, yes.
Oh,
so someone asked him, "How did you get yourself in the mindset to play the part of Jason's father so well?"
Oh,
that was some serious performance.
So he broke kayfabe, or did he not break kayfabe? He's like, no, it's really my son.
He broke kayfabe.
Oh, where?
On his Facebook page, his personal Facebook.
Oh, he shouldn't break kayfabe for that. Come on,
so
Kurt.
Kurt says, "I thought to myself, what would it be like to see my son Cody for the first time ever and didn't know it for 20 years. I thought if it were real, how would I feel?" So that's how he used his motivation
I gave
behind
it to Kurt.
it.
He was great at that.
That was great.
Moment. Like
legit cries.
Legit cried, yeah. But you shouldn't be breaking kayfabe on your Facebook page, Kurt.
Well, he did. Let's see. Kurt also was asked about Austin Aries. Of course, he didn't mention much about it, but he said he's. I'm sure that neither side was happy. Austin is a very very talented wrestler. I love his style. What else? Oh, this was one. What was your most satisfying angle slam? And he said doing it to the Big Show.
Oh, okay.
You mean the angle slam through the windows?
No, it wasn't an angle. Those were suplexes.
Oh, suplexes.
At the end of that match, it was the same match though. At the end of the match, they put like a plywood board on the top of the turnbuckle, so they could both be up there. They both were on top.
Yes.
And the angle slammed him off that. Holy shit.
Yeah, well, that wasn't up there for him.
Yeah, he's stupid.
And then this was the last one that I thought was worth reading was, what's with you and Corey Graves? Corey Graves, it's always going up there. So he says,
twins.
Well, we are both from Pittsburgh. Smiley face. Corey always has the inside scoop on everyone. Ugh. I think that's his role on camera now.
It is. No, it is.
He's a great announcer, but I'm sure the company wants to utilize him more.
Mm-hmm. No, he's right.
That's his gimmick. Is he's
right. Because remember
he's the Adrian Wojnarowski
of two things he figured out, right?
Right.
Big Cass and Kurt Angle's son.
Yeah. Interesting.
And he's not allowed to take a bump. So
no, he's not. So this is the way to keep him active in storytelling for some reason.
Yeah.
Excuse me. There's a couple other good ones.
I have a poll. I have pulled up the polls.
Oh sure, give me a poll. Give me a poll.
This is insane. So this is who is the funniest sports entertainer in WWE history, right?
Okay.
Who do you think of?
Sports entertainer. I think of Stone Cold. I think of The Rock.
Stone Cold isn't even. Oh, he's on there. Okay, I was gonna shit myself. All right, so let's do this. Ready?
Okay.
Let's see. It's so many. WWE doesn't understand how polls work. There's like 12, 15 choices.
Just put the entire fucking
roster
on there.
Count your fingers when I go. Okay.
Okay.
Bobby the Brain Heenan, funny guy. That's legit. The Rock, okay, legit, very legit. Mick Foley, absolutely. Chris Jericho, yes. Santino Marella, no. Funny guy, but does not compute with all these other ones. That's 5.
Mm-hmm.
Stone Cold, The New Day. Edge and Christian, yes. William Regal? When was he a funny guy? He's always been a bad guy his whole career. When was he funny?
He has a dry sense of humor.
How many is that? 8? 9?
Yes. 9.
Are you counting?
9.
Kurt Angle. All right, he was funny Kurt for a while. R-Truth.
11.
I wouldn't. Enzo Amore.
12.
Goldust.
13.
Okay, so it's 15. Degeneration X.
14.
Thank you. And Eddie Guerrero.
15.
Who also wasn't really a funny guy.
He was a heel, wasn't he?
Well, he was a face for a while, but even when he was a face, like, he was kind of funny in matches, but, like, you could limit this to 5 easily. Let me tell you the 5. The Rock, Mick Foley, Jericho, Stone Cold, and probably DX. Those are the 5 I would do. And this last run of Jericho, he's been so funny. I'm probably clicking Jericho. But I bet you The Rock wins. And I wouldn't be mad about that.
The Rock was pretty funny.
Really funny.
Can you smell?
Let's see who wins. See who wins. Holy shit! Look at this. The Rock by no one's even close. 38%. That's, and then second place is DX.
See, I think on a poll,
and then third is Jericho.
I think a poll like that, people will see The Rock's name and they don't care what the fucking poll's about. They just vote for The Rock.
No, 100%. That's that's 100%.
Yes. That's
William Regal, 1%. Mick Foley, 1%.
They're on the same level.
You don't even know, but Mick Foley during the Attitude Era, oh my God, he was funny.
Well, I saw This Is Your Day. This Is Your Life.
This Is Your Life with The Rock. It was great.
That was amazing.
That was one of the highest rated segments in the history of Raw. Maybe the highest. How much money would it take to convince you to step inside the squared circle against Brock Lesnar? So is this, if it's real, how much money? Because if it's fake, I'll do it. I don't need to get paid anything. Bring on the beast. Okay, you're a dummy. They said they'll pay you money, and you're gonna click. No, I don't want it.
Right.
No amount of money would convince me to square off with Brock Lesnar. Let's start negotiations at 100,000, or I'd do it for less than 6 figures. So if it was a real fight, let's say if it was a real fight, because that's more fun than a fake fight. Come on. I would say let's start negotiations at 100,000.
Yeah, I would not be taking a punch from Brock Lesnar for less.
I bet you it's like, I don't need to get paid anything. Oh no, the 46%. Let's start at 100,000. Then second place, I don't need any money. You're a dumbass.
Yes, very.
What's your favorite? What? What? I can't wait for your reaction.
What's your favorite what?
This is why I like. Oh my God, What's your favorite aspect of the friendship between Bayley and who would you say?
Sasha?
Nope. What's your favorite aspect of the friendship between Bayley and the New Day?
That's an old poll, apparently. That must be a really old poll.
Are you ready for this?
Please.
The hilarious dancing. It's so funny. The smooth teamwork. What did they do? One match together, maybe? The overwhelming positivity. And then number 4, gotta be honest, not really a fan. That's the correct answer. 43%, the overwhelming positivity. Oh my God.
That's
what the
That's
fuck?
Dumb.
Well, I like this one. Which of Triple H's betrayals do you think was the most heinous?
Oh.
His pedigree to Daniel Bryan at SummerSlam. He wasn't even friends with Daniel Bryan. His pedigree to Seth Rollins.
That was pretty
when
rough.
He betrayed him to go to Owens. Turning on Randy Orton when they were both on in Evolution. That was a big one. But his pedigree to Shawn Michaels in 2002 as they were reforming DX. That's it. That has to be it.
Kevin Owens was pretty fresh.
And it wins. 48%.
Was Kevin Owens number 2?
You mean Rollins?
Rollins.
I think it was, yeah.
Okay.
That's all the polls.
Bayley
in the New Day. What the fuck are they on?
So Dave Meltzer was asked who is the most underutilized talent in the WWE
right now.
Right now. Okay. Do you have any guesses? Underutilized. Same thing.
I mean,
give you 2 guesses.
I always say Zack Ryder, but underutilized. Do you have anyone? Let me look.
I know the answer.
I know you know the answer. I'm saying,
but okay.
You?
Who do I think?
I mean,
of course, Ty Dillinger. He's massively underutilized.
Let me look through the roster real quick. Baron Corbin? No. By the way, as much as I don't like Dave Meltzer on the Jim Cornette podcast, he says
starting to like him.
He said no, he said something. No, I just like this one thing he said. He said, why is Baron Corbin on the fucking main roster and not someone else. And I was like, yes!
No.
He hates Baron Corbin just like me. I
think Sami Zayn is underutilized. I don't know if he's the most, but I feel like there's a lot more that they could do with Sami Zayn.
Even though he's the tag team champion, or a tag team champion, I would still say Cesaro.
Sure.
Because he's never even been the IC champion. He's never even been the Intercontinental champion.
It is shocking that the amount of things that he can do, that they haven't figured out a way for him to like utilize all that shit that he can do. He can do some really crazy
Dolph
stuff.
Ziggler, but it's always been Dolph Ziggler. It's always been Zack Ryder. So those three.
You definitely
They're
haven't.
finally somewhat utilizing Fandango and Tyler Breeze.
You haven't touched on this guy's name yet.
Okay.
You want to hear it?
Well, let me guess who he would say. Let me see if I can guess. I'm keeping. Oh, this is no Luke Harper for sure. He's up there. That's the one.
That's the one.
Luke Harper. Yeah. No, that's probably of all of them, Luke Harper.
Yeah.
Luke Harper.
And it is
now. Did you listen to the recap? My guess for who destroyed Tyler Breeze and Fandango's office is Luke Harper and Eric Rowan.
Okay. Yeah, that does
Eric
make sense.
tried to copycat. I was not having that. I was
that
like,
does
nope,
make sense.
That's my original idea. I'm going with that.
That makes sense. Yeah. There's like no one else.
Yeah. He's been nowhere.
Yeah.
He fought for the chance to fight for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania, and after that, he's bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Right?
What?
Yes, the matches with AJ Styles.
Yeah.
Yeah, and ever since then, he's been
MIA.
parts unknown.
Parts unknown.
So I saw this story. I thought it was pretty interesting. Apparently, the WWE's contract with USA Today runs out in 2019.
Wait, not USA Today.
USA Network. USA.
2019?
2019. And whether or not you believe this report or not, but apparently they're being paid by the network $140 million a year. And per the report,
USA pays WWE
$140 million a year.
I believe that.
And this report,
TV's huge, man.
This report speculates that when the WWE gets a new contract with either USA Network or Facebook or some other type of medium,
Facebook.
They mentioned Facebook in there. Facebook as another platform for the UFC for the WWE to take their
Yeah, but they would have
programming.
to get a channel on television. You're gonna tell me go watch Raw on Facebook?
In 2019,
Nope.
in 2019, it could happen.
No.
Like I said,
that's like contract negotiation bullshit.
It might be.
Broadcast on Facebook Live.
It might be
the whole show.
I mean, they're putting
No.
NFL games on Amazon. You never know.
Yeah, but they're not exclusively on Amazon and Twitter. You can watch a game on Twitter.
Yet.
Not exclusive.
Hey, but the WWE could break ground in this.
I will not want to watch Raw on my fucking phone. I don't.
Well, you would do it on your laptop.
No, I don't want to watch it on my laptop. I have a big. What do I have a big TV for? Why would I buy a 60-inch TV?
Well, they'll have an
if I'm
app
not
for it
gonna
or
use
something.
it?
I agree. But anyways, let me just finish the report. The report speculates.
As long as you make it available on my fucking TV,
it could.
without me hooking up my computer to
You
it.
never know. There's going to be
bullshit.
apps for it and stuff like that, I'm sure. But anyways, the report says that the WWE could be looking at as much as about $400 million a year in their next contract.
You go from 140 to 400? That's
Well,
a big jump.
Who knows how long they've been locked into this? It could have been locked in for a while.
The ratings are down. How much of negotiation can there be? We want We want more than double, and the ratings are bad?
Yeah, but it's 5-6 hours of content every single week.
But the ratings are down.
What
How
else
can
are
you
they
negotiate
going
for more when the ratings are bad?
What else are you going to put on there? That's the
I
problem.
don't think they're leaving USA.
Is it
They've
worth
left
more?
USA before.
Where'd they go after
Spike
that?
TV.
Oh,
This
they went
is
to
Raw.
Spike? Oh, okay.
Like, look, SmackDown's been on every network known to man, you know?
Mm.
UPN, sci-fi, wrestling, sci-fi. SmackDown's been everywhere because SmackDown's ratings have never been great because it was a tape show. You know, still not too great, but better, I guess, because it's live now. But Raw was on USA. Then it went to Spike for like 2 or 3 years. Then it went back to USA.
Mm.
But even on Spike, it does not belong on Spike. You know,
I agree.
NBC owns USA now, so like they've owned them for a while, but you want to stay on USA. You want to stay with NBC.
Okay. Would you watch them on an Amazon or a Hulu exclusively?
And what, I have to stream it just like the network, so it's gonna crash?
Yeah. Well, wouldn't always crash.
I would have to
because I'm sure those are options that they're going to think about.
I would have to because of this podcast. If I was not doing this podcast, I really don't know.
Okay.
Because I do not want to watch it on my phone. I have a big TV for a reason.
Well, you would be able to watch Hulu or Amazon on your TV.
But I don't want to stream it. Then I just have problems with the net, just like the fucking network has problems.
Okay. I'm just saying, we're eventually I think everything is going to be on a type of network or something. I think cable is dying. Eventually,
Radio is dying.
Everything's dying. Radio, newspapers.
But people still want to watch.
Cable.
People, like, I don't know. I mean, like,
but YouTube is starting to have their own.
I have movies on my
video
phone that
channels.
I'll watch sometimes. I don't do it that often.
Yeah.
Like if I'm eating lunch by myself, I'll throw on YouTube or throw on one of these downloaded movies I have, and I'll watch it for like 20 minutes or something.
Sure.
You know.
Same as me. I'll go to.
Want to? You know, there's some movies you can't really watch on your phone.
Yeah. No,
Action
you'll go
movies.
Cross-eyed too.
Action movies on your phone? No, I'd rather watch on my big screen television.
No.
You know.
But you can. It's not like you can't. If you have Amazon, Hulu, all that stuff, you still can.
Okay.
I'd
rather be on TV.
Okay. This is just these are things that we talk about, Andrew. On things that we talk about.
I know.
So this is the last
You're
thing.
always trying to get me hot. You're always trying to get me mad.
I did not think that was going to trigger you. I did not.
Oh, it triggered me.
I did not.
Holy shit.
So
I'm looking at the waves. They were higher 3 minutes ago.
I know you were going insane. You lost your fucking mind for no reason.
Excuse me.
So
good for podcast.
On our personal friends, Edge and Christian's podcast.
Our personal friends?
Our personal friends. I can say they're our personal friends.
Hey, Stone Cold was a guest on their show this week.
Who'd you sing this week?
They had AJ Styles on.
That's what I was going to talk about.
Yeah.
AJ Styles mentioned on their podcast that the Money in Bank standoff between him and Nakamura was his idea, not Vince's, because he wanted to show Vince how big the match could be.
Yeah, because the crowd went crazy for it.
Yeah. So what do you think about AJ having the balls to do that to Vince?
Good for him. Again, AJ Styles should be the #1 guy in the company. And then when he retires, it should be Seth Rollins. But right now, it should be AJ Styles. Because, and I've said this many times, and I don't like to repeat myself,
oh,
but
Lord,
I'll say
you're getting triggered again. He's getting triggered.
What do I say?
What do I say? I don't remember. So you have to tell me.
Who likes Roman Reigns?
I think Roman Reigns is fine.
Okay, but for the most part.
Oh, kids.
Kids and women.
Yeah.
Right?
Now we've seen those women.
AJ Styles is the one wrestler, the one guy, the one wrestler that everyone likes. The men like him, the adult men like him, the women like him, and the kids like him.
He's transracial, transgenerational. He's the only one,
because not everyone likes Kevin Owens, which I don't understand. I really don't.
He's amazing.
He's amazing. But some people don't like him just because he's fat, which is just stupid.
Those people are dumb.
Very stupid. There are people that don't like Ambrose. There are some people that don't like Rollins. There are some people that don't like Roman Reigns. You know, but everyone loves. There's some people that don't like John Cena, and he's part-time now anyway. But AJ Styles there every day. Everyone loves AJ Styles. Would you have a problem with it?
No, not at all.
No one would have an issue with it.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like, I Ambrose is my favorite guy to root for in a match.
Sure.
You know? Like, I love Kevin Owens. I love Bobby Roode. But to root for in a match, because he's a good guy, it's the most fun when you're actually rooting for a good guy, you know?
Of course, yeah.
He's the most fun I have rooting for in a match. You know.
I agree. AJ Styles is amazing. Definitely someone that should be pushed.
Someone everyone can get behind.
Yeah.
You know?
And it is sad that match is not going to be as big as it should be. It is disappointing.
Right. It should be for the title.
Yeah.
Not the U.S. title.
It is weird that both the United States, that the Universal Championship and the Heavyweight Championship are both held by people that I don't want to say can't put on good matches, but they're just people that shouldn't have the belt together.
At least Lesnar's a star, right?
Sure,
Jinder Mahal is not a star.
I agree, but they're shit matches. He does not put on great matches, Lesnar.
No. Well, the Samoa Joe one was good.
That was fine.
It was good.
But I mean,
for the most
part,
it's suplex.
Yes.
Kick out of that guy's finisher, F5U, end of match.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, Lesnar is at least a star. At least they're treating it like it's the #1 title on Raw. SmackDown,
right?
They're treating the U.S. title like that's the #1 title. AJ Styles like, this title means I'm the best. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
And you know, it is.
Jinder Mahal's the best, which is stupid.
Yeah, it is. It is very strange.
I never won a title. His first, whatever.
but like I'm saying, on SmackDown, it is weird how like Randy Orton and Jinder Mahal are like in their own little bubble. No one else even knows the heavyweight championship exists.
No.
They all are fighting for.
Yeah, like in the wrestler's point of view, it's like they don't
What's
even know.
the heavyweight championship?
Yeah, right.
It is weird. It's just them two. That's it.
That's it. No one else.
It is dumb.
No one else.
Like you never hear Kevin Owens since he lost the U.S. championship. Like, okay, well, fuck you guys. I'm gonna go fight Jinder Mahal now.
Yeah.
Whatever. No, I want my belt back.
When Mahal retains this Sunday, which I expect him to. I think we all do.
Although who knows? Maybe he won't, and it'll just be Randy Orton and him going back and forth for a while.
Christ. What I expect to happen is Mahal retains on SmackDown. He's like, I beat Randy Orton, because that's how he says Randy Orton. All of Randy's opponents lately have said his name weird. Like Bray Wyatt, Randy Orton. I beat Randy Orton. Now I will speak in Punjabi. And then all of a sudden, and his name is John Cena.
That'd be awesome. That would be amazing.
I think that would be like the most I'll ever root for John Cena.
I don't know why you don't like John Cena so much.
No.
He's amazing.
No. Wrong.
Go ahead.
I do like John Cena. I just don't like how corny they make him.
Sure. He's a cartoon.
He's on a whole different level than Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns is not a good actor. Now, okay, maybe it could be all the bad lines are giving him. Mayar does not help. We know that. We said that earlier, right? But John Cena and only a few wrestlers are allowed to cut promos on their own.
Yeah.
They're allowed to go off script. Everyone else has to say the fucking bullshit script they give him. Payback's a bitch. Oh, we haven't heard that a million times, But Cena could cut good promos.
Epic promos, yes.
If you just let him be who he is, it'd be so much better.
The moments where it feels like John Cena is starting to like really tap into his personality, those are when you get the really, really good ones.
WWE knows this because they tried to make The Rock this happy-go-lucky guy. I'm Rocky Maivia, yay! Then they went, fine. Do your promos the way you want. And he comes out and he's The Rock.
And he was
Can you
badass.
smell what The Rock is cooking?
People's
lay it to
elbow.
SmackDown. And if you you know what I mean? Like all that great stuff. Same thing with Stone Cold. Stone Cold's in WCW. You're going to be the Hollywood Blondes. Wait a minute. You're ugly, first of all, so why are you the Hollywood Blondes? Comes WWE, they're like, you know what? Let's do what do you want to do? What do you want to do? And Stone Cold is born. This is what you're doing to Ambrose and Seth Rollins right now.
Yeah, I don't really like
who
Seth.
they should be. Especially Seth.
I miss heel Seth.
Yeah. But even, let them cut their own fucking promos. Stop writing all their shit. Maybe, like, you could have a basis. This is where you have to go with it, But, like, let them say what they fucking want. Like, let them make their own personality. That's where your two biggest stars have come from. Stone Cold and The Rock, Hulk Hogan, I don't think all of his stuff was scripted. Back then, they didn't really script it too much. Now they just want to be in control of every word is said.
Yeah,
that's the issue.
I remember I was listening to like Bruce Pritchard once.
Too much micromanagement.
Yeah, for real. No, and Bruce was like, I wouldn't be surprised if they had pauses in there as well. Pause after this word.
Yeah. And as much as we don't like Baron Corbin, I mean, he has the shittiest lines.
Right?
The shittiest
Someone
lines.
wrote for him to say, hey.
So not every when we shit on Roman and we shit on Corbin, they're not really deserving of all of it.
Blame the writer that's writing for Roman Reigns. That guy needs a Twitter handle.
I mostly blame Vince because I feel like the writers don't get to really say shit. The writers, like Vince will be like, all right, let me hear your ideas. Well, we're thinking about this. We're not doing that shit. Here's what we're going to do. It's like, why do you even have writers? You don't use them. You just tell them what to do and they're, you know what I mean?
Right.
So.
Sad.
Yeah.
Oh, I did also see for a funny last thing we talk about and things we talk about.
Yeah.
Apparently there is a match already booked for SummerSlam.
You mean officially? Not officially.
Not officially. It's
plenty of matches. All
it's the rematch between Shane and the aircraft and the helicopter.
You stupid ass.
I thought that was funny when I saw it. The rematch at SummerSlam.
Glad Shane's okay. I'm glad Shane's all right.
It is amazing some of the things that he's lived through. He's crazy.
Yeah. Yep.
Huh?
He's a badass. Well, I guess that helicopter pilot's a badass for landing it right.
Okay, hold on. Another little aside on things we talk about. On everything that Shane McMahon has done through his life, where do you think that like falling from a sky from a helicopter ranks? Like he's jumped off to him.
Well, because he had no control over it, so that's probably was the scariest moment of his life. He had no control over it. When he's jumping from stuff, he knows what he's doing. He knows how to time it. You know,
fair.
He knows what he's doing.
True.
He had no control over this. He had to trust a helicopter pilot to save his life.
Fair. True. I just think of that.
People are like, oh, I'm not surprised Shane made it out alive. It's Shane. It's like,
right.
Yeah, but he had no control over this. He had to trust a pilot to land it safely.
Fair. Okay. Was there any time during like all the shit that you've seen Shane live through that you're like, oh God, he might be dead?
I mean, I remember being worried for the Hell in a Cell when he jumped off the Hell in a Cell.
The one just recently?
At WrestleMania.
Okay.
We were there live. I was just like in shock.
Yeah.
I mean, it was unbelievable. Like you knew he was going to do it because he had to climb the cell. He stayed up there. So like you knew it was going to happen, but when he still jumped, it was still shocking. It was like, oh my God.
Not only that, he's like fucking 45 years old.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes, he is.
He's not a 25-year-old that's just doing trust falls off a 20-foot ladder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it's insane. He's done a lot of fucking crazy shit.
Yes.
Went through plate glass windows when Kurt Angle threw some.
You saw the one where he falls off they climbed that thing or whatever, and Steve Blackman hit him with the candlestick, and he went back.
Just like the trust
and he just fell back. Like, yeah, that was scary as shit too. That might be the scariest one because you're not even looking like you know what I mean? That's crazy.
He's got some fucking huge balls.
Obviously, Vince doesn't love him because he let his son do that shit. Oh my God! If that was my company and my son, I'd be like, "You're not doing that. You're not doing that. You're my son. Lord. You're not doing that."
Sure, whatever. You're McMahon. You'll live.
You're McMahon. Damn it. Yeah. Yeah. So,
crazy.
It was crazy.
Yeah. Okay. It's just curious.
Alrighty.
I can't wait for the rematch. Hopefully, helicopter doesn't win this time.
Hopefully not.
Too soon.
Is that all we got? For things we talk about?
That's all we got.
Oh shit! I thought we were done. We still have fan questions to do. Fuck. This is already a long episode.
We had a lot of things we talk about on things we talk about.
It's hot and heavy.
Hot and heavy. Yeah, you got triggered on one of them.
Huh?
Oh, it was watching it not on TV. You got really triggered.
Yeah.
You like your TV and your big screen.
I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, why wouldn't I? Why would I get the big screen if I'm not going to watch stuff on the big screen?
There you go. Oh, he's getting triggered again.
I'm okay.
Breathe.
All right, fan questions. Just don't bring it up again.
Breathe.
Ron Johnson, if you had to choose one superhero to be portrayed in the WWE, who would it be and why?
One superhero?
Yeah. Spider-Man, because he's my favorite.
I'd love to see Batman.
Yeah, I know Batman, actually.
Have like a really smart guy.
Have superpowers. Yeah. The Hulk, be undefeated forever.
Well, that is there. Brock Lesnar or Roman Reigns.
That's true. Yeah. Jonathan Ramos, thoughts on the Jigsaw trailer?
Oh, I don't want to hear it. Okay.
Does it have a chance to win back Halloween, or will this fall flat? Wait, I'm not going to show you. Josh, I'm not going to show it to you. You dummy. I know you can hear me. That doesn't do everything.
It's muted.
Shut up. Stop it. I watched the trailer. It looks all right. I have seen every Saw movie. I am very ashamed to admit that. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it could be good. I don't know.
Ew.
It just depends on what the twist is, as always. I don't know.
Who
maybe
is this
I'll
person's
see it,
name?
Maybe I won't.
Who is this person's name?
Jonathan Ramos.
Jonathan Ramos. I'm giving you a Little Caesars downgrade. We are never talking about horror movies on this podcast.
You gotta make Little Caesars pay for it, man.
Never.
Really, you gotta stop bringing up Little Caesars. You gotta make him pay for it. Never. Craig McLeod, for Andrew, would you rather get a twerk boomerang from Nia Jax?
A what?
What's a twerk boomerang?
Mm-hmm.
Only eat Little Caesars for a year, or Rude retires from wrestling. I don't know what a twerk boomerang is. Let's Google it. Let's see.
What? Google it.
Yeah.
But why would you want Bobby Roode to retire? So that seems like the least likely possibility. I don't know who would be able to eat Little Caesars pizza for a year.
Oh, I know what he's talking about.
What?
Get a twerk boomerang from Nia. Boomerang is the thing on Instagram where you're like,
oh, those are stupid.
yeah. So that's harmless. I would do that.
Yeah, there you go.
Rather than only eat Little Caesars for a year?
That'd be rough.
I'm fat enough.
They're rough.
And then Rude retires?
Yeah, that's terrifying.
I'll take an Instagram from her. I'll send it to Josh. Right? You'd like that.
Yeah, I thought that was a cool little Instagram picture that I just put up this week. That was cool. Yeah.
Sure.
It was legit.
I was looking at Lana. You were looking at Nia.
I didn't know there were two other women that were there.
Dummy. Adam Wilson, what do you think about the rumors of Undertaker returning? And if he does, what do you think they'll do with him? Well, we thought he was going to return and fight with Roman again, right?
I think he gets destroyed at SummerSlam, and then not SummerSlam, Survivor Series, and that's it for him forever.
No, forever. I don't know what to think about the Undertaker at this point. Jason Deeren, when Drew McIntyre goes to the main roster, do you think they'll give him his old music? I think his new music's cool. I think they'll keep his new music. They're not going to give him his old music.
He was part of the 3-man band?
Yeah, but he had music before that too, and I don't remember what it was.
Okay.
But this new music's fine, you know? Broken Paul, is Aleister Black or Drew McIntyre going to take the title from Bobby Roode, or will it be Roderick Strong? Nope.
I feel like we've answered this one plenty.
Yeah. It's not going to be Roderick
Sorry,
Strong.
bro.
Creel Johnson, will Josh ever get cornrows, or did he realize how ridiculous he would look? # not a Little Caesars upgrade.
My hair's not long enough for cornrows yet. When it gets long enough, I do want them.
He's going to do it.
Yeah, I mean, I won't have them in for long because I gotta fucking go to interviews and shit like that.
Nathan Gardner, Nathan Gardner. What did
I want
you
to
think?
get blonde hair. That's what I want.
And
I
then
wouldn't
you're
have
gonna go to interviews.
No, I want it before. Like, I want to get all this shit out before I start like a big boy job.
Yeah,
so I can
have
have
done that when you were a child.
Yes. I did frosted tips once.
Great. Nathan Gardner, what did you think of the new Walking Dead trailer for the next season?
Legit as shit.
It looked really good.
It did.
And I want it to be good because the last couple seasons have not. There have been some moments like Negan's great,
of
but
course.
Like overall, a lot of the episodes are boring.
Did you wear your shitting pants, Andrew?
Yeah. This one was action packed though. It was. This whole 5-minute trailer was action packed. The end. This really isn't a spoiler because it's a trailer, right? So we can talk about this. The end shows.
Well, if you haven't seen the trailer yet, go watch the trailer. If you don't want to hear about me and Andrew talking about the trailer, skip like 3 minutes.
3 minutes?
We might be talking about it for a minute.
No, I don't want to do that.
Okay.
Like 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
All right, start it now. So like the end of it, Rick is laying down and he looks a little older, I guess, but he's got a bunch of gray hair and a gray beard. And he's like waking up.
Yep.
What the fuck is that?
There's 2 theories.
All right.
First,
keep skipping if you're
if you're just back in, keep
your
skipping.
Theories?
My theories.
Okay.
2 theories. First theory is that this is the end of the series, and he's finally waking up from the first day he was in the hospital.
So this was a dream?
A dream all along.
Terrible.
First theory. No. That's
Everyone
the first one.
always says that about every show. When
okay, well, that's just the first one.
Not happening. That would be fucking stupid.
I agree. It would be dumb.
Oh, so Fear the Walking Dead is his dream too? No.
They're all his dreams.
He's having so many dreams.
He's a very vivid dreamer.
Yeah, no.
Keep on skipping.
Yeah.
Okay. Second theory is that they've been flirting around with doing a time jump. So then this would be the time jump. Is that we're going to The Walking Dead after a few years have happened.
Jumps.
I'm just telling you.
Do you like time jumps?
I don't like them either, but that's a really popular theory that's out there.
How could it not be, right?
Yeah. Because he's obviously waking up.
He's got a black beard.
Yeah. Unless this is like a dream inside of like he's actually dreaming.
I hate the dream shit.
Yes.
I like and again, this is a fan theory, it's a fan theory as well, but I like, and they might change it because you can't just say what all the fans are saying what should happen. But like when the show ends, like, I've always viewed as Carl being the one that's the future of the world, right? Because he's the young one, he's the tough guy. But they say like this was all Carl telling the story of how it all began.
I've heard that one too.
That's cool.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's a cool idea. I don't think they'll do that because everyone thinks that's what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm. Well, then this would be Rick.
But I do like the end of like Carl being the one that takes over in the end. I think Rick should, whenever the show ends, I think Rick should die. Like maybe the last season he should die.
Sure.
And Carl takes over.
Yeah.
And he cuts his hair. He cuts his hair, then he takes over.
I don't know why you have a fucking weird fascination with people's hair.
I just don't like how it looks.
He needs Axe gel. That's what he needs.
Yeah.
What he needs is a ponytail.
No, he doesn't.
Oh, do you like Daryl's hair?
No.
Okay, well, never mind.
I want him to cut his hair too.
See? You fucking just hate men with long hair.
Yeah.
Get over your awkward tropes, Andrew.
No, just, Daryl's just looks really dirty. Carl just looks like
he's
a hippie.
He's a dirty man.
Carl just looks like a hippie when he has that hair.
Yeah.
But the trailer was action-packed, man. It looked like they're doing a lot. I hope it's as action-packed as that trailer made it look like.
My thought is that I really don't think we're going to get that much action. I think it's going to be like 4 or 5 episodes of action.
No, it has
and then it's going to be back to...
It has to be.
I'm hoping not.
But didn't the production look like they put a lot more production into the action scenes?
Yeah, plus that lion looked as fucking legit as shit.
Yeah.
That did not look like a CGI lion.
I liked when they're like waiting as the zombies are walking towards them. I like those shots.
Yeah,
like
that was
they're
good.
So calm and the zombies are coming.
Well, Daryl's been through this shit forever.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You can stop fast forwarding now.
All right. I guess you were right. That was 3 minutes. Tim Wilson, why can't Asuka just leave for the main roster undefeated and leave the title vacant? Same might go for Rude.
Right.
So,
I have a hard time picturing that Ember Moon's going to win.
Here's why you can't do it.
Because
then you could just do it for everyone, right? And then the title's always vacant.
But
you gotta drop the title.
For one of them.
No, I said Asuka should go to the main roster with the title. And then maybe when Paige won both, right? Paige won it, and then she had to vacate the NXT title.
Yes.
They did that once.
And then Kevin Owens did it.
So you can't do... No, he didn't. He lost it to Balor.
Well, he had it when he went up to the main roster.
Yes, but he didn't vacate it. That's what I'm saying. Like, Asuka could do that. Don't vacate it, though. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Now, maybe for an exception, Asuka could vacate it because she's undefeated. But again, how much longer can the undefeated streak go? It has to end at some point, right?
I think it would be dumb for it to end in NXT.
Especially if you go to the main roster.
Yeah.
You have to lose at some point, right?
I agree. Probably to Lana.
Yeah, it's Lana. So no, but maybe you can make that exception. But I would have Bobby Roode drop it whenever he leaves.
Sure, but for Asuka, I would find it a huge letdown if she lost in NXT. After all these fucking wins, over Nikki Cross,
well, there has to be some
over Nia Jax, over Bayley.
They have to do some sort of special build-up as like what will it take to beat this woman?
I mean, like if we're talking about NXT Brooklyn takeover and Asuka loses and it's just off from a random eclipse, I'm gonna be pissed.
You know what I would do?
Very pissed.
You know what I would do? Have Asuka show up to Raw or SmackDown. I don't really care which one. Win the title, whichever one she goes to, whichever brand, right? while she's the NXT champion. And she's like, you know what? I'm going to defend both. I'm not giving up my NXT championship. No, I'm a 2-time champion. Hold it for a few months, defend both, right, during the time.
Like Conor McGregor, bit, sure. Right?
Then, let's say Ember Moon or Liv, she fights.
You were going to say Liv Morgan.
No.
You almost said it.
Listen.
That's not going to happen.
But it could be Ember Moon, but I guess she's going to be fighting at Brooklyn, so
sure.
Maybe it can't be, but. Have a face, like your top face star in NXT, who's always been a face.
Liv Morgan.
But yeah, Liv Morgan has to be. But so is Ember Moon, right? So someone like them, always been a face. And the only way they could beat Asuka is by cheating. Swerve. Turn into a heel and, have Asuka, distract the ref with some other girl, like maybe Liv Morgan and Ember Moon team up because they're all pissed off that no one can beat Asuka, so we have to take matters in our own hands. We have to cheat. We have to hit Asuka with a fucking chair while the ref back is turned, you know what I mean?
Sure, I'd be down for this.
And Ember Moon turns heel on Asuka to win that title.
Yeah,
you could even do that at TakeOver Brooklyn because Asuka kind of cheated at Orlando,
Sure.
And you could even have that now, but I would still rather have Asuka hold both belts and defend both for at least a couple of months. That would be cool.
Sure, I am down for that. I am down for something shocking to beat Asuka. Yeah. But for Asuka to lose,
shocking like that.
For her to lose a random straight match, I would be very upset.
It has to be something shocking like that. Like someone turns on her and like a bunch of 2 or 3 girls attack her at once while the ref's knocked out or distracted.
Something unexpected needs to happen for her to drop the belt. Because it'd be a very big disservice to fans.
Look how Kevin Owens won the Universal title.
Yeah.
With the help of Triple H.
Yeah. And then he defended it with the help of Braun Strowman.
Oh, well, yeah. Braun Strowman and Jericho. Mostly Jericho.
Well, Braun Strowman at the end.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. But yeah, I mean, nefarious ways. I mean, he's gotten help.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man,
I think that just great ideas.
I think that's a fucking really great idea for her to drop it. There you go. Feel free to steal it from us, NXT.
Go for it. Just pay me as a consultant. I'll take Max Landis' contract.
Is he a consultant?
Not anymore.
Oh.
He says they mutually parted ways. I think he was getting tired of them not listening to him. So yeah, but
he was really pissed when they dropped the talking smack. I guess, huh?
Who?
Max Landis.
He was. Yeah, that was my theory, is that he thought of that show. That's why he's so upset it's canceled. But maybe, I don't know. I never really watched Talking Smack that much.
Yeah.
So. Let's see. Let me get a couple more in here. Some of these are just silly. I'm going to skip these because we've already gone really long. Aaron Garcia, better mid-card talent, Oney Lorcan or Dolph Ziggler? I still like Ziggler better. Lorcan's good, but he's got no character. Ziggler in his best is a good character.
Sure.
When he was heel and
Ziggler definitely
heel now, but he's not good now. Like his heel character kind of sucks right now.
Oh yeah. Like I don't know what Lorcan would be like on the main roster. I love him fine in NXT. I think he's just fine.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would enjoy him as much on the main roster. Especially since he would be buried.
He has to have a personality.
Sure.
And a gimmick or something. His gimmick is he has no gimmick. He's just a guy that fights.
He's
just a tough guy.
He's just a random guy.
He's just a guy. Alex Romero, after that great stiff match between Lorcan and Birch. Okay, you loved it. In the end, do you see them becoming a tag team? You know what? He said it worked for Sheamus and Cesaro. That's actually a good point.
That's interesting.
Maybe they will.
They are running out of tag teams.
They are out of tag teams. That's a good idea, Alex. Yeah.
Good idea. What was his name?
Alex.
We'll credit you with that, Del Barrio.
That's a good idea because they need tag teams. Blake Smith, who gets called up to the main roster first, Rude or McIntyre? And do you think they'll wait till after WrestleMania or do it sooner?
Well, this is more your space because you were talking about it earlier. You thought the big guys would get called up sooner, which would be McIntyre.
Well, no, but not if McIntyre's going to win. Then,
but if loses,
McIntyre wins, then we know Rude's time is coming.
Sure,
right?
But if he loses,
so we'll find out. I don't know what to say. Because it's tough, because I'm rooting for Rude to stay a little longer.
Sure.
But if he loses to McIntyre, he's obviously coming up. Maybe not right away, because he's got to fight him again, right? So.
Well, you also have to think about it in this term, too. Who do you think the main roster needs more? Do you think they need Rude? Right now, I don't really see a spot for Rude. Because if he comes up, what's he going to do? Feud with Jinder Mahal or feud with.
Well, no, he's a bad guy.
Feud with Samoa Joe again, or
no, he's a bad guy.
Well,
Rude,
exactly.
you're talking about Rude.
I know
Yeah,
exactly. So
feud.
you have Drew McIntyre come up. He can feud with a Jinder Mahal or whoever else.
Well, that is a good point. NXT does need Bobby Roode.
Yeah,
right now.
Because
tell me another heel that could take his place right now on NXT.
Aleister Black.
No, he's a good guy.
Is he?
Yes, he always fights. He only fights bad guys. So no, there's no other heel.
Cien Almas?
No.
Well, he's a playboy.
He's great in the ring, but not the character.
Tino Sabatelli or Riddick Moss.
There you go. There it is. Jesus. Jerry Yang, who had a better match, Asuka versus Nikki Cross or Ruby Riott versus Ember Moon? I mean,
Asuka and Nikki Cross.
Asuka, Nikki Cross.
Yeah, that's going to be up there in one of the matches of the year.
You guys would agree they were both great matches, though, right? Yeah, I did like this match a lot, Ruby Riott versus Ember Moon. But
it
come
was
on,
fine.
with the ending with the fucking ladder, the suplex off the ladder onto the announce table, it doesn't get better than that.
No,
it does not. Chris Breitenbach, better episode of The Simpsons than the 28 short stories of Springfield.
Huh? This is definitely
one of the best. It's one of the best episodes. Me and my friend Steven recently did a bracket a few months back of the best Simpsons episode, and we actually came up with the episode where they have a
You fucking love brackets.
I do. It's fun. That's what gave me the idea to do a bracket here.
Interesting.
Because we were like, we should do a bracket. Yeah, let's do a bracket about The Simpsons. And then we were like, oh, I should do brackets on the podcast. But we ended up voting for the number. It won the bracket, which was
Springfield by the monorail.
No, that is a great one. That was on the bracket. You could be damn fucking sure of that. You know who wrote that episode?
Who?
Conan.
Oh,
Conan O'Brien. So you do watch The Simpsons sometimes. I thought you said you didn't.
No, I've watched them sparingly. I don't know Simpsons episodes.
You like that episode?
That's like the only only episode I remember start to finish.
Yeah, it's a great one. The one that won was it was the one where they had the film festival in their town, and the critic came. You remember that cartoon, The Critic, that was voiced by John Lovitz?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
He was on the episode as the critic, which is funny because he's The Simpsons are yellow.
Sure.
The white people on The Simpsons are yellow.
Oh,
he's there white.
That's funny.
But no, that episode's so great because they all make their own films, and so that one won. That's definitely one of the best ones. I do love that. I could talk about The Simpsons all day, though, Breitenbach. It's impossible to decide really which is the best episode.
Well, you did decide.
We did
a bracket.
but then we forgot to add a couple episodes. We're like, oh fuck, we gotta do it again. Drew Wiley, fuck what? Oh, fuck Bronco Buster, Stinkface. Does that mean I'm doing it or I'm getting it? Nia Jax, Rikishi.
You.
The other monster in the Mae Young Classic. I don't want to answer that. Pass.
We should do like a best cartoon bracket.
Simpsons would win.
Not if I'm there.
Well, if it's just me and you, we need a third person to decide to vote. You know what I mean? It has to be a vote, right? And if Eric's here, he'll vote Simpsons.
When you find someone
Joe's
impartial.
really not a cartoon guy, though, so.
You find someone impartial.
Who? Well, no, he can't be impartial.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, someone
because you're a fan of one show. You're gonna like one show. There's no impartial. You're gonna like one show better. The two would be Simpsons, South Park. Those are the two best. But I would say Simpsons.
Sure.
There would be no South Park if there wasn't for the Simpsons.
But South Park did it better.
They're both great. It's tough. They're both great. I will give you that it's tough, but they're both great.
Okay.
Yeah. Autumn Wolf, $20 if Andrew kicks Josh in the nuts. All right. You ready?
I'm ready.
Well, you want to split it? You get 10, I get 10?
10 each?
Yeah. You really want to do
it. No.
Yeah, okay. How much, though? How much would it take?
I don't want to get kicked in the nuts.
All right. I guess.
Can I kick you in the nuts? You have kids already. I might want to have children one day. Maybe. No time soon.
All right. Well, that's all we got then. So make sure you subscribe to our podcast on iTunes. Give us a 5-star review. If you don't have an iPhone, you can listen to us on the Podbean app or Google Play or, other stuff, right?
Yeah, like Stitcher and Spotify. Are we on Spotify?
I don't know if we're on Stitcher.
No? Oh, well, I've told people to go to different places.
You can also watch the show on YouTube and check out our pay-per-view video recaps at youtube.com/What's Wrong with Wrestling.
Yeah, we do a really great job.
Check out our official website, what'swrongwithwrestling.com. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Wrong Wrestling. You can also follow me on Twitter at Andrew Pisano, and Josh is at Mr.
Don't worry about following me. It's fine. I don't need a plug, Andrew. I don't need plugs. I do this because I enjoy NXT. Okay. I enjoy the WWW universe.
If people like you, then maybe they want to follow you, Josh.
I don't care. It's no big deal.
Or you just not want them to know because then they'll just troll you.
A lot of people do. I would rather not. No, thank you. Although I do have 1.9K followers. I think that's kind of cool.
Good for you, Josh.
I'm excited. I definitely don't have as much as Andrew Pisano, but I'm getting there.
No, you have more than me personally.
Well, no, the account.
Yeah. The podcast has more than you, but personally,
a shit ton.
More than my personal one.
Yeah.
But I'm being followed by Edge and Christian, so
that's the only thing that matters.
And that is the only thing that matters.
I'm being followed by Booker T.
You have followers because people need your audio and video clips about the Rockets and shit.
That's the only reason. No one cares.
And also, you could head to prowrestlingtees.com/What's Wrong with Wrestling to buy one of our T-shirts. Only $19.99.
3 shirts are on the website, but we are pushing for 4th shirt, the trans facial shirt. We're pushing for that.
I said if people messaged me and said that they'll wear a trans facial shirt, then I'll do it. But I don't think anyone wants to wear a trans.
Has anybody messaged you?
No.
Guys, this is your opportunity. Message Andrew. Tell him you want to put a trans facial shirt on your body.
Or if not,
tell them.
Just buy the Kick Out Spear Pin Repeat shirt or the logo or a Push Eric shirt, right?
But you can wear a transfacial shirt. That's funny on so many levels. And it would have Asuka's face on it.
If you walk around, people are like, what the fuck is this?
Then you would explain it, and it would have WWW Universe on the back.
Pro Wrestling Tees doesn't let you put stuff on the back.
Oh, it doesn't?
That's a issue.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And you can also donate to the show on patreon.com. So that's What's Wrong with Wrestling. We're going to be upgrading our Patreon pretty soon, so the rewards are going to be more important and you're going to get more stuff. So
you're finally going to have the option to vote me out of the podcast.
No,
I have seen that on there. Apparently there's a lot of people that want to try and buy me out.
This was one of our best NXT recaps.
Aww.
I thought it was really good today.
I thought we brought a lot of fire.
We did.
And I think the podcast gets better when you get triggered. And I don't mean to trigger you.
No, you're right.
Yeah,
it does.
I think it does.
Yeah. But I need to cool down. I need a cool down moment, you know?
Yeah.
I need to cool down now. I need to take it easy.
Take it easy.
So don't piss me off, all right?
You haven't turned off the microphones yet. It's
I'm
possible.
Gonna turn them off now.
Okay.
All right. We'll see you guys after Battleground. You going to come over for Battleground?
Yeah, I think I'll come over.
All right.
I'm excited to see a Punjabi prison.
I'm not, but we'll
really?
see after that. No one can see you, by the way. You're standing up.
Oh.
People watching.
No one cares.
Standing up.
Unless those ladies.
Looking at your stormtrooper. That's fine, I guess.
Unless those ladies from Ireland, like this milk chocolate face. What's up, ladies? But
you don't look like milk chocolate.
Caramel?
Yeah, maybe caramel.
Caramel?
Yeah.
This milk caramel face.
Kind of have a yellowish glow right now.
What am I, Simpsons character?
All right, that's it. Bye-bye. Say bye, Josh.
Bye-bye.
All right. And we did it without the kiss.